Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Quivs here. Quivs does stuff. Thank you to our new subscribers. Good to see that the channel is actually getting some views. Apparently Astroneer is a bit more popular, I guess because it's a newer game and not many people are playing it. Most common comment I got is that the videos are too long. I totally understand. An hour is a pretty long chunk of video to watch on YouTube. So we're going to be trying something shorter now. Most people would recommend 20 minutes, and statistically I believe that is the sort of best length, but it's amazing how little you can get done in 20 minutes. So I'm going to be trying for sort of the half-hour mark instead. One of the things is that I record very much like a streamer would stream, in that you see everything. So I don't edit my videos and get rid of, you know, useless bits of running around, etc., etc. As a result, yeah, you just don't get as much done in a 20-minute video as you would in, say, an hour video. But I'm going to try the half hour. What that means is that I actually have to remember to look up and see how long I've been recording for, because again, like a streamer, I'm not editing for length. I'm just playing, and at sort of regular intervals I have to look up, see how long I've been recording for, and then go from there. Anyway, so what we're going to be doing today, the last thing we did is we went and had a look at the gateway engine at the center of Desolo. The next logical step would therefore be to maybe activate the gate on the surface of Desolo, but due to the nature of how that's done, so spoilers, of course, I suppose this is a Let's Play, you should know that there are spoilers. You need power to activate the gates. And okay, I could do it with small wind turbines and small solar panels, but the easier way to do it is to reach the point in the game where you can make RTGs regularly and use RTGs to do it, because it's just the easier, smoother experience, I'm going to call it. So instead we are going to progress with the rest of the game until we reach that RTG point, and then we'll come back and do all the gates. I just kind of wanted to show you one of the gateway engines because I hadn't done it yet, and it's kind of an interesting part of the Astroneer experience. So today we're going to be prepping to head back to Sylva, and to do that I wanted to load up on tungsten, wolframite. So I'm going to have to go down and grab some more wolframite, fill up my backpack, and then we'll head back to Sylva and prepare. Now, I can't remember whether there's any tungsten over here. We'll go look. We're going to head back to Sylva and prepare to head to the next planet, which, unless I'm very much mistaken, is going to be Calidor. But we'll see, I could be wrong. Pretty sure it's Calidor. But yeah, so we'll grab a bunch of wolframite, get a full backpack, fill up my terrain manipulator slots as well. There's a bit of wolframite up here above me. How close are we to full now? Alright, I've got one more slot on my terrain manipulator. Let's fill that one, and then we'll head home. There we go. Alright, so that's a full backpack. Well, pretty full backpack. I mean, I've got extra slots, but I like to always keep my canisters and some tethers, my work light, and my oxygen things. So I've still got 5, 6, 7 on my backpack. I've got a further 8 loaded onto the ship in a medium storage module. And that'll do it. So, into the ship we go, into space we go, and then back to Sylva. So that was my solid fuel thruster braking for the first time. There you can see how beacons work. They let you know sort of where to land. Lets me know. So when you create a landing pad, it also creates a new landing point. One of the things you could do later if you wanted to is move all your stuff all the way over here to the actual gate and make your landing pad close to the gate, which makes it easier to access the gate later. But we don't really need to do that now. Oh, need thruster. Why do I need thruster? I haven't been back. Oh, I did launch back into space once, didn't I? Alright, well, now we have to wait for the planet to rotate all the way around again so that I can re-land and make a new thruster. So that's a bit of a weird one. I normally have a return journey, but I think... Oh yes, when we originally tried to land on Desolo, we picked a landing spot that had a collision problem with one of the surface gates, and it kicked me back into space immediately. I guess that counted as a landing and launch without telling me. No big deal. It just means I need one piece of aluminium and some ammonium to be able to return home. Yeah, so it was this gate, I believe, and it had a landing spot actually on it. And as a result, when we tried to land there, we couldn't because it was clipping through the gate, I guess. So it kicks you back into space. Small bug. Something that the developers could possibly work on. I might bother to make a bug report about it and mention it somewhere. It is a little... It's not the worst thing in the world, but as a quality of life thing, they should look into fixing that. Alright, I just want to make sure I get the right one. I think this is the one. The little landing bubble that will actually land me at my landing pad. Let's find out if I clicked the right one. I might not have. Still haven't seen any of those cool... yes, that's the right one. Not cool, but strange bugs that they haven't bothered to do anything about yet, when sometimes when you travel, you will actually travel straight through a planet as if it wasn't there due to the pathing. Again, not a major problem. It is something that I would sort of look into eventually, but considering the entire game works and it's just a bit of a weird thing as opposed to a bad thing that ruins your play experience, I guess it's low on their list of priorities. Game-breaking bugs is obviously what they would be concentrating on instead. So this is going to take a while because we have, of course, low power on Desolo. So I need to wait for this to finish, and I need to wait for that to finish, and I need to go over here, select solid fuel thruster. We'll probably get it done because now the sun's come up, so it shouldn't take that long. But yeah, so your thrusters degrade. They only give you so many shots before they are used up and are nothing but salvage. And we'll get to salvage a little bit later in the game as well. I'm not really at the level where I would be bothered with learning the shredder schematic. I normally only go for the very big shredder, the biggest one, because it can do everything that the small ones can do. It's just sort of part of the progression of the game that by the time you really need to bother learning the shredder, you might as well learn the big one because you're going to have that much points anyway. Just ran out of power. And I have to wait for the wind to kick up or for the sun to come back around again. That's almost a paraphrase of a Rage Against the Machine lyric. It's coming back around again. This is for the people of the sun. Anyway, hopefully that wasn't enough to get me a content ID claim. Would be very annoying if it was. But oh well. Yes. So again, to reiterate on the 20-minute videos versus half-hour videos versus hour-long videos, stuff like this. If I was doing a Let's Play video and I was really editing my videos for length, I would skip out stuff like this. I would have maybe a few seconds of me going, I ran out of thruster, I had to make another thruster, came back down to the planet. And I would skip and edit and montage this. But of course, that's not how I do mine. I do mine more as if I was streaming, even though I'm not streaming, and give you every last annoyingly slow section of gameplay. Maybe not the best idea, but it's how I'm doing it for now. I mean, I might have had this channel sort of going for over a year. Okay, admittedly my first video was from like 2009 or something, but they were before I was really doing a YouTube channel. I just uploaded a few drawing videos that I wanted to show my friends. But then I also looked again, and I did restart this channel sort of early last year, which kind of amazes me, but then I took months and months off before I came back to it and really started getting my head down and making YouTube videos. Again, it is still a hobby. I'm not doing this because I need money or anything like that. I'm not trying to be a YouTuber, don't need to be an influencer. I do it for fun. Alright, now we can launch and get back to Sylva. So back to Sylva we go. I think this time it's going to go through the planet. Go through the planet! It's going through the planet! See? Yeah, so occasionally it does that. It doesn't affect the gameplay, which is why I think it's one of the things that they haven't bothered to fix at all. But it does happen, and sometimes it can take away from immersion. But I don't know exactly how immersed you can get in something like Astroneer. Alright, that is my home base there, so we'll click on that. Ship rolls over, gets into alignment, and drops on the landing pad. Been a while since I've been home. Get out of the shuttle. Can drop off all this wolframite. Let's put one on the thingy straight away, the furnace straight away, because I'm going to need at least one to make... Oh yes. That new thing where it's always on. I'm going to need one at least to make the chemistry thing. Alright, so one of the other problems with playing the way I play at the moment is that I end up with a lot of spare storage modules. I collect them over time. It's a bit of a shame, but oh well, nothing much you can do about it. Alright, I'm going to need a large platform B. 3 resin, I think I've got that here. Because I need somewhere to put the chemistry platform. I'm going to go and harvest a few resource points, research points, just because I was looking at them and I didn't want to look at them anymore without actually collecting them. It felt weird. Alright, we'll just put that there for now. You know what, that'll go good over here with the large printer, and then I can put any resources that I need for the large printer on that and it'll automatically load it into the printer when I need it. If I need it. It'll be a while before I actually really do anything much with that. Lots of bytes. What to research, what to research. I think the next thing I'm really going to want... Now, we could start looking into these automation things, but I'm not sure what I want from the automation. I don't know how much automation you need. I don't think you really need that much. The main thing that I want out of automation is this. And tungsten carbide. We're a long way from tungsten carbide and steel. So I think we won't worry about that until I sort of get to this level, and then I'll start looking into more automation. Might seem a bit strange. It was the new patch that came out, and it might seem like, ah, yeah, let's rush and see that content. And you could do that, but I don't feel the need. So things like these, the medium solar and the medium wind turbine, they're going to be much more useful to me. So I'm going to start with the medium solar. Possibly the next level of ship might have been good. Ah, yes, because I could have made that and now I don't have the bytes for it. So that was kind of silly. Means we'll be heading to the new planet with a small shuttle, even though I could have had the medium shuttle. Oh well, alright. So what are the other things we're going to have to make? We're definitely going to have to make a new solar panel. Is that wolframite? Yes, I need copper. Copper. I need glass. I don't have anything loaded into my thing yet, so I need to... Ooh, I forgot about that. There is actually some glass right here. See if we can just gather enough quartz to solve it, rather than actually fill up the soil centrifuge. We'll just grab one quartz because it's available. Right, what else are we gonna need? We're gonna need one ceramic and one aluminium. I don't have any aluminium. I'm gonna have to go and look for aluminium. Don't remember where aluminium is on this because I haven't watched my old Let's Plays to find out what I was doing and where. So we'll have to actually look around. Now, was aluminium on this level? Do I have to go down any further? Who knows? Let's go and find out. No, there wasn't any aluminium here. This was just a few research samples. So down another level. We'll try on this level and see if I had a path that leads to aluminium or not. No, apparently I didn't. Oh, yes, I did. There we are. Aluminium. Right. Gotta be careful not to accidentally break this research sample. Oop, catch that tether. That's one. Gonna need more than one. Need a few here at least. Looks like I've nearly exhausted this area though. So we'll grab the last bits that we can. And then next time we might have to go looking for a bit more. That one's stuck in midair. Alright, there's more research samples over there and down here. Somewhat useful, somewhat not, now that I've sort of reached the level of the game that I have where I can go to other planets and get research there instead. But anyway, we've got it. Is that more aluminium? That's not. That is, but that's only one piece, so I don't reckon that's really going to be worth it. 3 should be enough. I think that should cover everything that I need to make. I don't need to make a new thruster. I can do that on the new planet when I land there. I do need to make a new oxygenator. I do need to make a new soil centrifuge to take with me. Well, not a soil centrifuge, but the one aluminium that I'll take with me to make the soil centrifuge when I land on the new planet. I am going to need to make some more resin in the soil centrifuge, because I'm going to need a large platform B to take with me. And yeah, so we'll see how we go. But this will be to make the... Let's put this, let's say there, will do for now. So yeah, for anyone paying attention, I am closing on the 20-minute mark. So if that had been a Let's Play, that would have been a pretty boring Let's Play, because it would be over now, and I would have accomplished little to nothing. Whereas if I go for the half-hour mark, I might actually make it to another planet before that happens. Chemistry lab, I need 1 tungsten. Tungsten. Need 1 glass and 1 ceramic. Apparently I have 1 glass and 1 ceramic. Can't remember what I was going to be using those for. Oh yes, I was going to be using those for other things, like power and a new oxygen thingy, but we won't worry about that now. Oh, I only got 1 quartz. I could do with more quartz, because I can now make the large solar, well, the medium solar, so we'll make that instead. We'll go back down here and grab some more quartz. Might have been too much quartz. Oh well. I didn't hear it make the ping noise to let me know that I'd made a quartz. Oh well. Maybe I just wasn't listening properly. Alright, let's offload all this. I am going to need at least 1 aluminium, so we'll make that for now as well. Dump all this excess quartz here. Then let's think through all the other things we're going to have to make. We're going to have to make a medium solar. That takes glass and copper. There's the copper. The glass is coming. I'm going to have to make another large table, so I'd better load my soil centrifuge up. Make me some resin. I'm going to need... don't know what else I'm going to need off the top of my head. Make that medium solar, because I want to take that with me. I'm going to need one ceramic, because I might make... oh no, it's not ceramic, it's one more glass, so I'll make another glass. I might take one small wind turbine with me as well, just because. So Calidor has a very similar sort of weather pattern to Desolo. It's an arid planet. Lots of sun, little wind. But the day-night cycle on Calidor is a lot longer, so sometimes you're sitting there in the night waiting for the day to come so you can get some power. It's nice to have at least some wind power, just for the odd times when the wind does blow. At least you can make use of it. Alright, so we'll unload this. Waiting for these two things to finish. Trying to remember what else I'm going to need to make these things. Alright, so that is going with me to the next planet, so we'll put it over there for now. I'm going to need an oxygenator, ceramic and aluminium. Well, there's the aluminium. There's the ceramic. Whoops. So we'll print that. This glass is for a wind turbine. Going to need a beacon. Actually, I might keep that on my suit for now so I remember how many extra slots I've got. I want to take one aluminium with me for sure. I should have one of these in here as a... ready to make a tether bundle. Okay, that goes on there. Turn it around so it faces somewhere where I can actually use it. Yep, oxygenator, that comes with me. I'm going to need to make another large platform to take with me. Alright, one solar power, one wind power, an oxygenator, a large platform. What am I missing? One aluminium, a beacon. I've got 2 empty slots. Why do I have 2 empty slots? I should be taking more things with me. What am I forgetting? Medium printer. Medium printer's good. Taking one of those with you's always useful. Means you don't have to make it when you get there. Oh no, I'm making the wrong platform again. Stop. Oh no, I am making the right platform. What? Why did it look like I was making the wrong platform? Oh well. It looked like I was making a medium platform A, or a large platform A, which doesn't have the 2 extra double slots on the sides. So another thing that always happens when I do Let's Plays is that I make myself a coffee at the beginning, and then during the course of the Let's Play, because I'm talking constantly and playing constantly, I forget about my coffee and it ends up cold. Not so bad this time, I kinda remembered, but it was pretty lukewarm by the time I remembered to drink it. Oh well, you get that. Alright, that is the medium printer. Got 1 slot left. I will take an extra compound with me. Unless I can think of something that I've forgotten before I leave the planet's surface. Don't think I have. I think that's going to be everything I want to take with me. This, when it's finished, gets loaded into the side of the ship, and then we can go. And yeah, see, now I'm at the 25-minute recording mark. Okay, there's a few seconds at the beginning which I use for syncing up my audio and video. In normal recording, one would use a clapboard, I think they're called, I'm not actually sure. But you see them all the time in Hollywood. It's just like a board with the scene and stuff written on it, and then a big piece of wood that comes down and goes clack. What they use that for is actually syncing up the video and the audio, because the two are recorded separately. Mine is the same. I record my audio separately to my video, but I, of course, don't have a clapboard. So what I normally do is stand around, start my video recording, start my audio recording, and then say, jump, 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 and then try to sync those two things up. It works pretty well. It's not precise. I don't need it to be that precise. I just need it to be that when I'm talking about something that's happening on screen, it is the thing that's happening on screen while I'm talking. Wow, this is really taking its time. There's no sun, no wind. I'm only getting the tiny bit of energy from the RTG built into the shelter. Doop doobity boo, doobity boop boo, boop doobity boop boo. Waiting, waiting, waiting. Yeah, getting to the RTG stage is a really good stage in the game because you can really speed up production everywhere. You're not reliant on the weather. I've got spare zinc. I could be making things like, oh, what are they called again? Power packs? The little disposable ones, which are called power cells. But they're a massive waste of resources in my opinion. They're good to use if you find them lying around on the planets attached to debris, but other than that, I don't use them. Keep the research rolling. Alright. And that'll do it. So now we can head to Calidor. F. Launch. So yeah, normally a single solid fuel thruster lets you leave the planet you were on and return to the planet you were on. In my case, I'm actually going to a whole new planet, which is a bit different, but oh well. So here we can see some of the other planets. There's Visenya, Novus, and there's Atrox, and there's Calidor over there. That's the one we're heading to. And there's my thruster broken again, so that means I need to make a new one on Calidor to make the return trip home. That's to be expected. Alright, there's the gate, so hopefully there's a landing pad close by. No. Yes. That's not horrible. Might rotate a bit. I think there's 3 gates on Calidor. Might be 4. But yeah, ideally you want to have a landing spot as close to the gate as possible. Like I said later, you can actually move your landing pad and make it like right next to the gate. Which is good for convenience. But again, that's sort of more of a late stage thing that one will do in the game. That's also not too bad, although that looks like it might be a giant hole in the surface there, I'm not sure. It doesn't fully render the surface of the planets from space, just because, you know, it's trying to save resources and stuff. That one there looks really good, that looks really close. Hopefully we won't have the same glitching problem where it's too close and it sends me back into space, but I'm going to try this one here. Because I think this looks like a good landing spot. Yeah. There's the gate just over there. There's a couple of resources lying around. This should be a good one. Alright, first thing I'm going to do, get rid of these because they're annoying. It fell right into that deep hole. That's a bit problematic that there is a deep hole there right there, but oh well, let's not worry about that right now. Okay. Find a relatively flat... Make a relatively flat voxel to use as my basic flat terrain section. I can't seem to get one that's really good and flat. Sometimes you just have to get lucky. You just have to sort of keep deforming the terrain little bits by little bits. That one looks good. That's pretty flat, so we'll go with that. Cool nanas. So that'll be where we'll start, and this will be where we set up base. We will gonna need that medium solar pretty much straight away. Gonna need this printer. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Unpack. Gonna want to make a soil centrifuge. Have to wait for the sun to come up. That's a small one, so that doesn't actually need to be attached. Or on the platform, it can be attached to the platform, thusly. Why is that not working yet? Go on. There we go. Yeah, we won't put the oxygenator down yet. We'll just leave it. We'll take it off our backpack and leave it lying on the ground for now. Same with the beacon. Doesn't need to be attached. It still works regardless of where it is. Let's go and have a look at the gate. Okay, so last thing we're going to do in this video. So, see, I'm already over time, and I barely accomplished anything. I did make it to a new planet, though. So maybe we'll have a look at the gate in the next video. So yeah, that is the beginning of another base on another planet. And that'll have to do it for this video if I'm going to stick to my sort of 30-ish minutes. So thanks very much for watching, guys. Hope you did enjoy it. If you did, hit that thumbs up button. If you like my content, hit that subscribe button. Makes it nice and easy to find the channel so you can find more videos. If you'd like to get notifications, hit that bell icon. And if you didn't like this video, hit that dislike button. That's what it's for. If you do hit that dislike button, please leave me a comment. Let me know what you didn't like about the video so I can improve in the future. Thanks again, and we'll see you in the next one.